sky, so pictures of the statue, well, sure, that's why we're here. But you get a picture of the skyline and do it from here. You will not see the likes of this place again out of this boat you won't. We don't come back.
They seem to have an abundance.
Jane just got one of these as a side table.
Whoa.
So nice.
Wow. Wow.
Also, these bent wood. Oh, also, like, a lot of Brooklyn is like going through this phase where they're obsessed with like really ugly 80s and 90s furniture like this.
It's not ugly.
Okay, really pretty.
It's giving me waiting room.
Like cool waiting room. Like
Yeah,
cool,
like-
the cool dentist.
Like I'm waiting for my tattoo.
Oh, this chair is incredible.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's by Kovacs.
Wow. Wow. And this is the light? Oh,
This.
wow.
Picture me in one.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Okay, cool. I should be back then. This.
Whoa. Oh my god.
I'm there. Alright, I'll see you there at 6:30.
Wow.
Cheers, brother.
I love the
I
weight.
will. Peace. Much love.
The weight of the accessories in this.
It's amazing.
How do you say this?
I do not say that. It's not the way it looks though.
Yeah. Whoa. Those are epic. Yeah, some quasi.
It's like really gnarly touch.
It's so great. I'm obsessed with this.
So good.
It's like a childhood blanket turned into a dress. Look at that. Ooh, love that. It's so pretty.
And how long does it kind of go for?
Not very long, yeah. It's really about the moment when you're dragging it around the room and
Really?
yeah, the guys, I'm at my friend Laurel's place. It's kind of crazy. We met online a year and a bit ago now, and now I'm in her apartment. Now I'm sleeping in her apartment, and we're hanging out like every day. This week, you know, part of my brain's like, I live here now. Part of my brain's like, I'm not going back to Toronto. I live here in New York. I think that when it comes time to go back to Toronto, I think I will be ready, but it's going to be a shift because I'm definitely like playing pretend right now, in the sense that I'm pretending I live here. Did you hear that? Turned the AC on. It's really hot in here. It got really hot today. Hotter than my wardrobe anticipated, actually. So hot that when I tried to put these jeans on, they got stuck on my legs, you know? I tried on a pair of, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I met Norman Yatu in the morning.
I think it's not able to.
I need lip balm. So I woke up this morning around 6 a.m. and I bussed over to a bike tour. And I was apparently the only one who signed up for the tour. And so that was interesting. And I wanted to meet my friend Norm after the tour. So I asked the tour guide, I said, would it be possible for us to do a 1-hour tour instead of a 2-hour tour? So that I can see my friend sooner. And he said, oh yeah. And so we did that. We biked over the Brooklyn Bridge, and we went to the promenade. You know, saw some waterfront things, saw some photogenic spots, pictures here probably. Yeah, so it was sweet, and the guy was sweet. And then I went over to Fort Greene Park and met Norman for the first time. It's been interesting meeting these internet friends. Like, I've met 4 internet friends now in real life here in New York, and it's just felt so natural to meet them. Yeah, they're just like awesome people that I'm really glad happened to come into my life, and hanging out with everyone so far has felt so natural. And like, I feel like in the past, a lot of the time, having friends, sometimes it's like, am I hanging out with the right people right now? Like, occasionally you ask yourself that question. And I don't ask myself that when I'm hanging out with Norm or Laurel or John or Yatu, who Norm and I went and met up with after our hangout in the park. We went over to their studio, aka the factory, Norm and Yatu's factory. And then I went over to their apartment, which they call the playground. And yeah, they're pretty fun people. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun. It was kind of hectic because once I got back, I met Yatu, and he was in the middle of planning a trip to Lisbon the day of. So he was planning the Airbnb and packing, and doing all these things at once, meanwhile also meeting me, and it was awesome to meet him. And yeah, I think my anxiety started peaking a little bit, and I think maybe I was just tired and disoriented because we took a couple trains to get there, and I kind of lost track of where I was, and I felt a little disoriented and a little bit nauseous by that. Yeah, Yatu and I had a couple like chaotic roundabout conversations where it was like, I don't know, sometimes there were a couple like topics we talked about that we kind of talked about in a loop because we were like trying to understand each other, but it just wasn't translating. And that might seem like a negative thing, but I thought it was really fun, actually. I thought it was really funny that we couldn't figure it out. And I think it had a lot to do with the mental state that we were both in. And I think that's really funny that we met like that in person. And yeah, it was just really intense to see their apartment for the first place because they share a lot of pictures of it online, and so to be there, I'll never forget. And the sun was beaming directly into their apartment, and it was so intense, and the colors were so contrasted and saturated. I got really anxious, but I think it was really a happiness. Yeah. Yeah, it was just really cool to be there. And then one of our roundabout conversations was about how I was gonna get home. So me and Yatu had left the apartment, so I lost my Wi-Fi, and I thought I had taken the right screenshots of where I wanted to go on Google Maps, but I didn't, and so I was confused. And Yatu and I were just talking back and forth for like 10 minutes, just trying to figure out where I had to go. And also I couldn't decide where I was going. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Chinatown. And I was like, I'm gonna go back to Laurel's place. I'm gonna go to Prospect Park. Like I couldn't make up my mind. In the end I came back to Laurel's place, and it was the right decision. Yeah, Laurel was working, and I just needed to recoup my brain. My brain, scrambled eggs. That's what it was. So I took an hour and a half, and then Laurel and I went for a walk around Prospect Park. So that was perfect because I wanted to see Prospect Park, and I did, and it was crazy because again, the sun was so intense today that everything looked unreal. Like it felt larger than life. It was awesome. And just I've been loving getting to know Laurel better over this trip too. She's so awesome and fun, and someone I look up to, of course. And yeah, I like learning about her and being her friend. And yeah, I like being her friend. It's really great. It's been a blessing, and it continues to bless me. It's been really awesome. So then we got back like a little bit. No, we didn't get back late, no. But I kind of rushed out the door a little bit because I had to make it to Ikaoslada before they closed at 6 p.m. and I got there around 5:45, and I got to try on a pair of Ikaoslada pants. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they were amazing. And then got on the train, came back, and on the walk home, once I got to the station I get off to get to Laurel's place, I saw the full moon. It's a full moon tonight. yeah, the full moon was awesome. What a special full moon day. Yeah, it's been a really special day. Tomorrow I'm waking up at 8 a.m. or so to go on a boat tour. I'm gonna go on a boat all the way around the island, and that'll probably be really nice. So. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow. A demain. A bientôt.